qualifying ahead of Groeval. And Swin just behind in third. And yeah, you can just read the rest there. You'll see it on the formation map just behind me there. I'm just gonna let's keep it. Whoa. Gonna warm up them tires, you know. Righto. Right, let's go. Let's catch them in the act of starting the race. Here we are at Silverstone. 1 hour of racing in total, 27 racing laps. Here they round through the last corner, and it's a go for the 1 hour of Silverstone. Sit over here with the front three drivers. So I'm already pulling a bit of a gap there to Groeval behind. I think Groeval might be getting attacked by the McLaren, when somebody earlier complaining about the McLaren's top speed, which is not ballin'. So as usual, not too much going on in the beginning here, near the front, but I think everything also happens at the back as it does. And so we have two drivers going side by side here through this fast corner, and Silux cuts the corner. And now the Jaguar of Law is getting a little toe there, gets past Silux, and is on the inside of Dale. He's going to go for the move there, and he's going to get it successfully. Successfully. Oh, mistakes there. Law going a bit deep, I think. Psylocke's gaining quite a few positions and hitting Dale in the process. They are now side by side going out of this corner here. They come onto this little straight here. So whoever has the better engine, actually Silex has fallen behind there through that corner. Now he has ST5 alongside him. And he's going to lose that position through that corner there. So some good stuff here at the back during the beginning, sorry. Let's hop on over to A Buzz. I don't think he got any practice at all, or qualified at all. So, let's just see how it goes for him there. Let's go over here to this three-way fight for 9th place. We have Silux, ST5 and Hitman there. Very close together, like a glue. Although you don't want glue in this game. Glue in this game is pretty dangerous. So just up ahead, I think a move is being made. These Forza camera angles not doing me well here. No, not actually, but it is two Mercedes versus each other at the moment. And ST5 gets very late on the brakes, but sort of goes on the wrong line there. As Dale is in the way, and now he's going to have Silux on the inside. And Silux is going to just get the position there with ST5 right on his bumper. ST5 is going to have the straight line speed to go side by side through this very fast right-hander. And he goes a little off track there, and Silux keeps the position. Let's move a little more further up ahead to Duin over here in 4th. It is actually quite close here. We have a battle for 3rd here between Duin and Swin. I think, is this the first time we've seen Swin race? I don't know. What I'm hoping for is a good battle here between these two McLarens. Not too sure if they're teammates or not. I need to have a closer look at the liveries. No, they are not. But they are in some pretty similar looking cars there. If you look at it with your eyes closed. Not bad. They are exiting that... Oh, Duin going quite wide there on the exit of that corner. And slides off into the grass. I should probably get a little breakdown of this track so I can get the corner names, because I haven't been doing that. Let's just get a track map here. Silverstone. Silverstone. Images. Here we have it. Righto. We need to pull up some more data here. We need the time intervals. We need the player focus here. There you go. And yeah, Duin has lost a lot of time to Swin. Now let's move all the way back here. Back to the fight for 9th. It's still somewhat close. Dale has pulled a bit of a gap though. And Nods is here now. So a new player has been added to the fight. It is still a fight there between Silux and ST5. ST5 blocking up the brakes a little bit. Goes wide on that corner there. Can't quite see what's going on. I should be going over here. And I think ST5 is going to get that place, but Silux is going to go for the switch back through Club. He's going to have the inside coming up. I think he doesn't have the straight line speed, and he does not get that move done. Going through Abbey now. All right. Silux still hot on his heels there. Not giving him any breathing room. Silux, who was quite high up in the last race. I'm not too sure what is quite going on in this race. We have someone going wide there. Look like Nods. So now Nods is going to be attacked by ST5. Coming down this long old straight. Wellington straight. And here they come into Brooklands. Not too much between them there. As Nods just go on up to... Oh, ST5 is trying its little inside move there, but I don't think he quite has the track to do that. The specific line, I mean, rather. And Nods does keep that position, but Silux still right on ST5 as they come through Cops. Sadie's sliding a little bit there, but not too much to slow him down. Silux having a little look there. Nope. He should still on here with Nods. Let's go a little further up ahead to Mini and Valve. How close are they to each other? Top on with Valve so you can get a better view of this. So two teammates actually are going to be fighting each other for this 5th place. Two Bentleys. Actually, it's getting a little closer, but then let's have a look. ST5 down in 10th here, Silux in 11th, and A Buzz in 12th, down there, 6.5 seconds behind these two drivers here. Silux still looking for every angle he can. He is not quite getting it. ST5 is defending quite well against him, but he's right on his bumper here. Coming up to Abbey. Now through Farm Curve. Silux gonna have a look there. Is he gonna try it? No, he isn't going to. Let's head no further up here between the two teammates, Mini and Valve. They're keeping a pretty equal gap to each other so far. What about our leaders? Groeval is actually quite close to Sam. And this was a battle between them two in the last race. Groeval just missing out in that 1st place in the last race to Sam. They were quite close to each other, but Groeval making some mistakes there put him in 2nd for Brands Hatch. So Sam looking to get another win here. He's been doing very well in this series. Back to the two Bentley boys. The Bentley boys are looking pretty close here through, what is it? Yeah, maggots and maggots. Just gotta have a look at the track map here. You know, how professional of me. Do not know any of the corner names. Well, I'm sure if I had that one guy, the 2nd commentator, who's disappeared off the map. I'm sure you could name all the corner names off by heart without looking at a map. Because he is just him like that. And Valve tapping Mini's bumper there, just letting him know that he is there, waiting for a moment to pounce and take that 5th place there. Still looking very close. Let's see the gap. 0.4 there between these two drivers. Top on with Valve as they go through Abbey there, and a left into Farm Curve. He could go for a move here. Oh, and he does. Very, very nice braking there from Valve, and he gets that 5th place. With, yeah, there we go. Oh, and he goes deep, going into that corner, and now Mini's taken back to place there because of that mistake that Valve has made. He pretty much had that corner in his hands, or that position, sorry, in his hands, but he kind of gave it away there with that mistake. He's still quite close to Mini. Looks like he's taking a different line, or he just backed off the brakes a little bit because he was quite close to him there on the braking into Brooklands. Here they go through Woodcote. Now on this little straight, still Bentley versus Bentley, so completely equal machinery here. So it is all on the driver to get past. These two seem like pretty equal drivers at the moment. Have to see what happens. Some good sounds here coming from these big Bentleys. Here they go through Chapel Curve onto the Hangar Straight. Now Valve is going to have that slipstream, although not a particularly useful slipstream in Forza Motorsport 7, it still helps a bit. Here they come through Vale, heading into Club. It all matters on whoever gets the better exit here. Coming onto the Hamilton Straight. Right, so Valve could go for that same move here. No, he's a bit too far away. It was much closer the last time we were at that corner. They're still quite close between these two. 0.6 seconds separate these two leaders here. So the battle for first is on. Well, it's been on since the beginning. But no passes have been made, no moves, I believe, have been made. Groenewald does have the best lap of a 205.4, which I believe is quite a bit faster than Sam's last lap. Let's move further to the back here, just have a look at these two Bentleys one more time. Valve is actually quite close now, so I might as well stick on with them until something happens, either a gap is made or somebody makes a move and runs. Let's have a look. 0.2 separates them. Coming up to Cops. Yeah, through Maggots and Beckets. And they're almost on Hanger Straight, where they'll get a slipstream. Although it does look like he's a little too far away to make much use of that slipstream. Then let's head to SD5 and Silex. Silex still stuck behind SD5. Nonce has made quite a gap there. And I think SD5, he was looking for a move there on the Hanger Straight. But unfortunately for him, that Mercedes is much quicker in the straight line, but I do suspect that Aston Martin is quite good in the corners. Everything has its trade-offs. Oh my, they look very close. Let's go up to Valve here. Is it closer? Yeah, he's gonna actually have an opportunity, yeah? Like he did last time. I don't think he's gonna go for it though. He is a bit too far away for that, so he's gonna have to do a switch back. He's going to have a bit of the outside here, and he's going to try the switchback again, and let's see, no, it does not quite work. So he was quite close there to making that move, but didn't quite get it done in the end. Oh, and SD5 making a mistake there of some sorts, and Silex has gotten past either that or, you know, Silex made a pretty good move coming into that corner. So now Silex up to 10th, and he's going to try and chase Nods. Only 1.2 seconds are between them, and SD5 making quite a dive there and hits Silex, going through that particular corner, Brooklands, and through left field now. And Silex actually gets the move done again as he gets his move back as I'm looking at the map. I always miss them. You know how it is. So now SD5 is going to have to work his way back up into that 10th now. Although, I do suspect that Silex might run away with this now. He's been stuck behind SD5. SD5 has been defending very well for most of this race. And it doesn't quite look like he'll be getting that anytime soon again. As Silex almost extends the gap by 1 second. Going through this corner here. What corner is that? Let me know. Chapel Cove. Now in Hanger Straight, so I miss it. I'm a little slow. It's okay to be a little slow. Sometimes. 0.7 is the gap. I want to have a look at the gap here. Okay. So 0.6, not too far away from each other. Groenewald has lost nearly 1.5 seconds, I believe, or about, yeah, he's probably lost about 1.2 seconds since we last were with him. No, yeah, I think maybe about 1.2. So he has lost time, and he loses even more there. Sam has made a little gap there of 2 seconds, Swin 5 seconds behind of Groenewald. There you have it. Sam is running. Using their car and he's making it work. And Buzz, I'm assuming Buzz has pitted now. So our first man out on track to actually pit. And now nearly 2 seconds is the gap between 10th 11 Silex and ST5. Silex is now catching nods, so I'll be interested to see how this goes between the two here. Let's hop on with our closest battle on track, and really the only battle we're having here between Valve and Mini. Valve has been unsuccessful to get past Mini for more than 5 seconds, from what I've seen. So, but he does still have pretty much the whole race to get that move done. You can try undercut, you can try overcut, who knows. Sam with the best lap 205.2, so Sam has really turned on the rocket boosters there since we last were with him. Valve tapping the back of Mini there as Mini gets a very bad exit out of that corner. And now Valve is going to have a good run coming up to Abbey and going through a farm curve. If he doesn't mess this up, he could go for a move. Let's have a look here. He has a look on that inside. Mini does defend it. He's going to go for the switchback as he did just a few laps before. He's going to brake a lot later. He's going to go for the switchback again. No, he does not have the space to go for the switchback, but he's going to be right on his bumper coming through this corner. He's going to have the... No, he does not have the inside, but he does have that slipstream. He's right on him. So an unsuccessful attack from Valve there. Ooh, very close through here. He's going to have a little look there, but unfortunately not working for him. Righto. It's getting pretty close between Silex and Nods. It's always good to see. We'll be back with them soon, and hopefully they'll be locked in a fight there for that position. We'll stay with Valve for a bit as he tries to get that position from Mini. Law's actually been catching up. A Jaguar looks pretty menacing in the background, so he might have a chance there to fight with the big boys up ahead. Getting quite close between them now. Silex versus Nods. He's gotten very close since we last checked him out. Nods slightly pulling away on the straight there. These do seem like somewhat equal cars, but obviously that Aston Martin looks like quite the car in the corners. Looks fun to drive. Righty, through Club. Going on to the Hamilton straight after this corner, and is Dale. Huh? Oh. I don't know why I thought Dale and ST5 was the same person. So Dale up into 8th. Some good stuff from Dale there. We all love Dale. Dale being the absolute GOAT of the Mercedes right now. And Silex really giving it the beans there on the exit of that corner. That's gonna definitely lose him some time. And he's now 1.1 seconds off of Nods. Let's move a little further up ahead while we wait for that battle to reignite. Now these two, Valve and Mini. Valve has a 2-second penalty, and Mini has a 0.7 and a half second penalty. So Valve will have to be about 1.2 seconds ahead of Mini by the end of the race if he wants to get that position, if he doesn't get any more penalties. Let's hop on board with him here and watch the driving. Getting very close to Mini on the braking there, and he's actually going to have a good run out of the exit. He rubs against Mini's rear bumper there, and wow, that slipstream being completely useless actually. Mini is pulling away in the straight. Wonder if Valve has any engine damage for any whatever reason. He does not. So Mini pulling away on the straight for whatever reason there. So the slipstream just being absolutely useless, but Valve good on the brakes. And does seem to have a pretty good corner exit. Ooh, he kind of misses the apex there, that corner. And it's losing him time. Although the gap only 0.3. It's still pretty close between these two drivers. Valve going very late. Oh, putting pressure on Mini. Mini is making mistakes and he's going to have... I was going to say he had a good run, but his corner exit wasn't too right. And Mini pulls away and gains back that gap he lost with that mistake there. Let's go over to Starlux. How close is he? 0.6 is the gap between these two. Let's watch Sam drive for a bit. Here is your leader, Sam, with also the fastest lap in the race. He's been cooking up them lap times. And so now 2 seconds between these two drivers, about 2 seconds, 1.7 to be exact, and 8 seconds between Gruwel and Swin. So Swin having a pretty lonely race there. He's by himself in the middle of nowhere. But rather have a boring race that puts you in a nice position, and a crazy race that puts you in a bad position, I guess. I don't know. Points wise, maybe. It'd be more fun to obviously be in a lower position, but have lots of action. And while I'm yabbering, Valve has an opportunity to slip up the inside here. He does. And the inside is pretty beneficial for this corner. And he's going to get that position done. Good stuff from him there. I'm not too sure what happened on the exit of what corner is that, Chapel Curve, or whatever happened in Maggots and Beckett's, because he had a very good exit clearly and got alongside Mini and take the position. He is now 0.5 ahead of Mini there. Top on with Mini. See what is going on with him here. Ooh. 2.6 is the gap between the leaders, yeah? Almost 3 seconds. We've got a bit of a train here. Let's go to the replay cameras. Here we go. So we've got our own little train on the map. Obviously not in person there. But it is still Silux versus the McLaren of Nods for 9th. They've been keeping a pretty steady gap to each other. Since Silux was quite close to Nods earlier. He started losing time. Now we're here. Whoop-de-doo! Wow, look at that camera angle. And that camera angle. And that camera angle. Wow. So cool. These Forza camera angles. God, I hope they improve the replay cameras in Motorsport 8. No. I don't want... no. Stop it. Up ahead. We have Law battling the Bentley. So Law has caught up to the Bentley of Mini. And Valve has actually made a 1.2 second gap to Mini, I believe. Or was that to Law? I don't know. I don't know why it's showing Valve instead of Mini up ahead. I think it's because of their classes, the classes they own. No, it doesn't work like that. Because Valve is in that red class there. And we have a few drivers going into the pits. That is... who is that going into the pits? We have Silux and ST5 going into the pits there. At least I'm pretty sure that's who are going in the pits. No, that wasn't Psylocke going into the pits. Dale and Nods in the pits. Okay. So, see how that goes. Stay over here with the law. Wow. Valve has done 320 apparently. As the top speed. We're back on top speed, everybody. Never ends. Let's go back to play focus here. Just check the gap between the two leaders, 1.3, so Groeval caught up a bit. But I do want to sit on with Law because I want to see what happens between these two drivers here. I think it could be a good fight if it comes down to that. I'm sure a few drivers will start to pit now. We have two drivers who've already pitted there, as you can see on your map, all the way over there. Law very close, going through the exit of this corner here. I don't think he quite has the straight line speed though. That Bentley is a monster on the straight. I do like straight monsters, can't lie. Wait a second. Never mind. We are about 38 minutes into the race. But 15 laps in out of 27 racing laps. Or 28 laps in total. Sam did a 206.4 last lap. Groeval still 1.3, so a steady gap there between the two leaders. And ST5 has just passed someone. I'm assuming they've pitted. No, ST5's pitted. Who's he passed then? Okay, thought so. Guess that is ST5 either exiting the pits or going to he's going into his pit box there. And let's see. Starlock still hasn't pitted. Now when he does, I'll hop on with him to see where he is with Nods. But so long we'll be here watching these two. Now while we wait, let's pop another Mentos. Ooh, yeah. ST5 is very close to Nods. Look, whoa. What happened to Nods if ST5 was so close? Wait, Nods is pitted, they've both pitted, I believe. Yeah, he's pitted. ST5 is pitted, right? Should I double check here? ST5 is just pitted. He's very, very close to Nods, which means I think Nods might have made a mistake somewhere that I didn't really see. And we have someone in the pits now. Who is that? We have Groeval in the pits going for the undercut there. Let's hop on with Silux. I'm interested to see him go into the pits, see where he comes out. He was having a battle with Nods, and now for some reason ST5 is very close to Nods. Wow, okay. Can you go off? Let me go to the people over here at the back. Ooh, Nods making a mistake there, completely cutting the corner, losing a lot of time there. Through this straight here, what is going on? And very close over here, between Sam and Valve. Oh yeah, Sam has pitted. Wait, yeah, Sam's pitted, right? If he's here, right? Why did it take all my HUD away? Check his damage. He has pitted, and Groeval's pitted as well. Where's Groeval? No, Groeval hasn't pitted. So why? I thought. Well, I don't even know. I don't even know. Let's check for Silux. Silux has not pitted yet. He's going quite long, as Groeval is as well. And ST5 and Nods still somewhat close there. Nearly a second between them. It's top on with Silex. Maybe it might be spot to hop on with Groeval. Why wait for him to pit? Because he really is just going long. But he can. He has lots of fuel and his tires are good. So he can work with quite a lot here. He can pit late. I'm not too sure if it's going to benefit him though. Sam behind does have the fresh tires, which means he can obviously go faster. He is gaining quite a bit of time there, and it is now a battle between Sam and Doohan, as Doohan is not pitted yet, and so Sam's going to try and get that move done. All Doohan is really doing is slowing him down, which is good news for Groeval. But Sam is going to get that move down the inside, going up to the straight here. Okay. Righto. Where's the boy Silex gone? Yes, Silex. Still has not pitted at all. And there goes my HUD again. There we go. Damage. Nope, still has not pitted. Got some pretty good front tires for controller. We have an off. A Buzz, I'm assuming that's A Buzz either exiting the race or he's made a mistake there. Nope, he's just going on. Alrighty. ST5. Oh, an incident there between ST5 and Nods. I'm not sure what happened. Nods does let him pass, so I'm not too sure who was at fault here. Because I didn't get to see the incident. God damn it! I always miss it. Dude, it's gonna kill me someday. Alright, well anyway, peculiar incident there, as Nods did have a pretty solid gap to ST5 the last time we were with him. And now a crash has happened between them. Where is Groeval? Groeval still up in first, he hasn't pitted yet, as has Silex. Oh, I mean Silex hasn't pitted, Silex has pitted now. He is in the pits. I want to watch him. I want to see where he comes out. I'm pretty sure he'll be coming out ahead of Nods because of the Nods incidents, such as going off track, or maybe taking someone off track and then waiting for them to go past, and something earlier after he pitted. Who knows? I miss them. I always miss them. I need to charge my laptop. I still want to watch where he comes out. So Silex is going to be coming out ahead of both drivers behind, ST5 and Nods. So that means Silex is now up into 9th with Dale just ahead of him in 8th. That is a 2.5 second gap there to make up. And he's going to have till the end of the race to do that. Just 10 laps to go. So it's a pretty alright race so far. Let's move on to Groeval, who still hasn't pitted yet. Oh, he's just going really long. I am not too sure why. I mean, his tires are still surviving, you know, that looks pretty alright to me. But he's gonna need to put any time now, because Sam is gaining and slowly gaining. 21.5 is the gap. Global has not pitted. We have some people pitting there. We have Valve. Who else? Oh, what the hell? It's an incident in the pits there, you know, it just forces stuff between Duin and Valve. So Duin and Valve pitting and Swin pitting as well. Let's see where they all come out. Let's hop on with Valve here as they all exit the pits. Valve out in 4th as they exit the pits here with the low. That's not a little behind. It's just some reason for doing that. With Duin behind them, so Valve does they can get their position. Valve is up into 4th. So Duin is going to be on the attack immediately. He's going to have a look down the inside there, and he is going to get it. He does get that position, but that Bentley has some solid straight line speed. Although he is a bit too far away to really utilize it to its maximum potential there. And he loses that position pretty much immediately. Although he's going to go for it. Very nice line through there. He's going to try and get the position back. Does he? Oh, and he does. So Valve taking back that 4th place pretty soon after. Although Duin is going to have the inside here coming up to this very quick corner, which is Cops. He's going to get the position. A very nice move from him there through such a tricky corner. Groenewald is pitching. I do want to watch that, but Valve getting very close to Duin as they go through Maggots and Beckett's. Going through the exit there. Here we go for quite a long straight, but I want to hop on with Groenewald here, but yeah, as I thought, Groenewald is not going to get that position because I think he waited a little too long. So there we go, and he's going to have ended up losing quite a lot of time there, and the gap is going to be nearly 3 seconds. Let's hop on with Valve. Who's on the attack there is that it is the outside. Now the exit onto Hamilton straight. And Duin is gonna keep that position. Valve is still right behind him. He could go for the move he did on his teammate. Ooh, but he slides a bit, makes a mistake, and that is not gonna be the case for him. Now he loses a pretty solid chunk of time, but he's gonna be very late on the brakes, and he's gonna gain pretty much all of that back. Though he's going to have quite a tight inside line there. And it doesn't seem like it affected him too much. Actually, he lost a bit of time doing that. Now he's going to have to utilize that straight line speed of the Bentley. 3.5 seconds is the gap between the two leaders after the pit stops. I'm pretty sure everyone has made their pit stop now. ST5 is ahead of Nods. So the battle for 10th here rages on. Nods with nearly 4.5 seconds penalties, 4.2 seconds penalties there for Nods, and Nods is gonna. Are they braking? No, he just. Wow, he just had a slingshot up the inside. ST5 is gonna try and brake way too late. Goes very deep, and it's gonna try and scramble to get the position back, but no, he does not, because of that mistake he made going through that corner, and Nods is going to get the position. Minnie and Law are still battling it out. Oh, an incident between Valve and the driver ahead there. What happened there? Was he pushed off by Duin, or did he make some sort of weird mistake? And Minnie is going to be actually riding his tail now, because of whatever the hell just happened there. Sam with a fast lap, a 204.8. Very good lap by him there. On those fresh toys. Now the gap is 1.5 between these two drivers. They were just fighting. And now Valve, oh wow, he immediately gains a gap to Mini there. He's going to try and storm his way back up to Doohan after whatever happened there. Guess I'll have to ask him when the race is over. Some good Mentos. Can't lie. Valve 0.9 behind Doohan. Something happening at the back, yeah. Let's hop on with Nods. How close is the gap? 0.3. It's going to try anything. So ST5 has actually gotten the back ahead of him since we were last with him. Something going on between Mini and Law. Law's having looks left and right. I have a feeling he might want that position. I don't know. Just a feeling, you know. He has been pretty much stuck in 7th for the whole race. Although I think he might have started a little further back, I'm not sure, but he has been stuck in 7th for a long time. And so it will be his race's goal to get past Mini there for 6th. And he almost does it, but has to lock up the brakes there to avoid hitting Mini. And he's going to lose most of that advantage he had. Now he's going to have to work his way back up. 4.2 seconds the gap between Valve and Doohan. And 4 seconds is the gap between the two leaders there. And nearly 20 seconds between Swin and Groupal. Wow. These two are really just in a little class of their own there. Let's go over to Valve here. He goes a little wide there on the exit of that corner. But I think we'll want to stay with the Law for a while, as he is quite close at the moment. Although at the back here, Nods has passed ST5. And now ST5 is going to try and get that position back. He is a risk taker. And he's quite close. He can go for a move. And he's going to have to try and get a good exit out of the corner here. Not quite the case though. He's just going to have to sit back for a little bit while he waits for an opportunity to pounce. 0.3 is the gap. 0.2 now. Gets close through these series of corners here. He could try something, and he does. And he does get the move done there. I think, yeah, Nods is on the outside. We didn't quite see that there. But Nods on the outside, ST5 defending it quite well. And he's going to get that position before they get onto the straight there. So some good driving from both of them here. I do love to see it. Let's go to Mini. What is the gap? 0.6. Oh no, you know. Let's go back to these two. These two have 1 second is the gap between. So actually, the lads up ahead there are closer to each other than the lads at the back. See the gap between Valve and Doohan, 1.1. And okay. We are nearly at the end of the race. We have a couple laps to go. Getting quite close here. 0.3. And the Valve is actually catching up to Doohan as well. That's what that looks like anyway. It's, oh, yo, Law getting very close on the brakes there. Almost tapping the rear of Mini. And they exit out of the corner half a second away from each other. 1.1, still the gap there between Doohan and Valve. Doohan and Valve earlier were racing each other quite closely until something happened on the hangar straight between these two, and Valve lost a ton of time, as well as Duan. Something happened between them on that hangar straight, and it must be something to do with, you know, cars hitting each other, because I don't believe you can really just lose control of the car on straight there unless you're doing some pretty crazy weaving, which isn't really allowed here on the straight in purpose racing. You wouldn't take it too kindly if you were weaving like a madman on the straight trying to defend your position like that. So I don't think Duran would be doing that, as he has been here for a while. He knows how it is. Still a Nods ST5 battle. Somewhat close to each other here. 0.3, 0.4. They are on a little straight there before Maggots and Beckett's. Get an opportunity? No, I thought he did. But I can't quite see because of these water camera angles that are just horrible for everyone to see. I guess, hey, at least we have camera angles at all. What's the gap? 0.5. Okay. Whoa. Dumb. That is not first. What? Huh? I am confused. 2.4 seconds is the gap. Kruval slowly making up time. Up on here, he's quite close. Not just quite close enough there. 0.5 there, the gap between the two drivers at the back still with their ongoing fight. And hopefully by the end of the race it'll be a Kruval Sam battle once again for the race win. And accidentally switched to ST5. Okay, I actually don't really mind this. They are battling it out and coming up to the straight here. How is the gap looking? Pretty damn close. See if that slipstream can help him up all at all. Oh, yeah. Crash into each other. No, I'm just kidding. My bad. It's my bad, guys. Righto. How's the gap between these two here? 2.4. Okay. Let's hop on with the Law. Law still stuck in that 7th place. He has 3 laps to get past Mini there. That is not too many laps, but this is quite a long track for these cars. So it does give him quite a lot of time to try and get that 6th place from Mini. Although Mini has been doing a good job of keeping that gap wide and defending it. And ST5, whoa, ST5 flipping the car off of something. So I think ST5 might have just disconnected and his car might have flipped because of that. So we do have a flip on one of the straights there. Magnificent. But that is unfortunate, he has now DNF'd. And this is really the only fight we have on track here. Apart from lads up ahead here, 0.8 is the gap between Valve and Duan. Coming up to cops here. Exhilarating. Back to these two. Really not too much going on. Yo. What is going on? I need to wake up right now. 2 laps to go, for the leaders rather. These drivers still have quite a while to go until they cross the line there. Going through the hangar straight now. Little lock up there. Giving a puff of smoke. 0.6 seconds is the gap. So getting a little closer is Valve as they start their 26th lap of the race. With just 2 more to go now. Little lock up there from doing ahead. And gap pretty much stays actually. Valve doesn't, no. Valve does prioritize that exit. There is now 0.4 seconds between these two as the race is coming to a close through the Wellington straight there. Coming up to Brooklands, hard on the brakes. Getting quite close to doing there on the brakes. So Valve being an absolute heartbreaker. Car breaker. I don't know if he breaks hearts. I don't know. I'll have to ask him that myself, or he'll answer it once he's watched us back. Bovo. Bovolova. 0.8, okay. 3.7. These gaps aren't good enough, I want it to be closer. More fighting, please. Give me some more fighting. Valve taking up a little bit of sand there on the exit of that corner being Chapel Curve. So taking himself to the chapel to get that godlike speed. Going on the back here, we have Silux and Dale. Silux is someone I've forgotten about for a while. The gap is 0.7. He's been slowly inching closer for pretty much the whole race since the pit stops. After Dale and Silux have done their pit stops, Silux has been slowly inching closer. The gap 0.9. They have about 2 laps. About 1.5, no, 1.25, no, 1, okay. They have about 1 lap. 2 laps, actually. Yeah, totally. Ooh, whoa. I think Valve must have gotten very, very close to doing on the braking there and had to go wide to avoid hitting him. So that is gonna bring the gap out to 1 whole second. Nearing the end of the race here. Can't call that ideal for him, but you know. Looking very spicy between these two. He is quite close. 0.4 is the gap. Let's hop on with Silux. He's very close. He's gonna put pressure on Dale to get that position before the end of the race. Here we go. Through Cops. Coming up to Maggots and Beckett's anytime now. Here they go through it. And slowly approaching Chapel Curve here. There they are. They exit Chapel Curve now on to Hangar Straight. It is now the last lap for the leaders and Doohan and Valve and... Sorry, I meant Swin. Now Doohan and Valve. And the other two there, Mini and Law. This really does look like the only fight on track at the moment. This is the one we want to focus on. Obviously I'll head to all the drivers before the end of the race to show off where they finished across the line. Let's go here real quick. 0.6 is the gap. It is the last lap of this, so they have to give it their all for this last lap here. And 0.5 for these lads as well. We'll hop on with this fight so long. Oh, and big old never mind there, as Valve sends it very wide and cuts the track there. And now he is nearly a second behind Doohan, and he's already gone through halfway of the track. Silux and Dale still fighting it out. It is nearly the last lap for them. And they're actually crossing the line now. We have Sam, so Sam is your winner here. And Groval finishes in second. So, some pretty good driving from both of them actually. But Sam was just able to really pull a gap there. And here is Swin, your third place finisher. There we have it. Good job, Swin. Being an absolute gamer. 1 second is the gap between these two. I don't think Valve quite has, he's not quite close enough to really go for any moves here. Here they go through Club. And Doohan exits onto Hamilton Straight, and that means Doohan is going to get 4th place. Valve in 5th there. Here is Mini in 6th, and just behind him is a Law in 7th. There you go. Some good stuff between them there. And now it is a close battle between Silux and Dale. Silux is having looks here and there. Is he quite close enough? He's right on him. Might have a good exit here. He's pushing him across the line. What's going on? Forza decides to load. As the race is now over, let's check previous race standings here. Sam finishing first, 4 seconds ahead of Groval. Swin in 3rd. Doohan in 4th. Valve in 5th. Mini in 6th. Law in 7th. Dale in 8th. And Silux in 9th. Silux had nearly 9 seconds of penalty, so it didn't really matter how far Silux was ahead on that last lap there. Dale would have gotten that position anyway. And here are your DNFs over here, including myself. Some good racing there between Silux and Dale at the end, not that it really mattered much, really for entertainment value, as he did have that quite hefty penalty. And Valve with 7 seconds of penalties, and wow, I'm surprised he didn't lose that position to Mini. It was actually very close there between Mini and Valve, but Valve just got it, I'm sure, there. And Doohan had slightly more in penalties than Valve, but Valve was not quite close enough. And there you have it, a pretty solid race for Silverstone there. And a good job to everyone who raced out here today.